Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today we have a GM level game between Ziggy and Railgan on Interloper, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Railgan, hailing from Switzerland. Also, there are links in the description to his YouTube, Twitch, Twitter pages, all sorts of stuff. If you want to follow this guy, he's been around for a long time and is at the forefront of creative Zerg play. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Ziggy, hailing from Poland. He has his own page on the Wikipedia, currently teamless, but incredibly strong as a Terran player. So it is a European conflict between Switzerland and Poland, which are two of the more peaceful countries in the history of the world. And now somebody's going to be like, Falcon, you forgot about the War of 1316, when Poland aggressively invaded their neighbors and took over 3 countries and murdered 67 million people. And I'm like, oh yeah, that Poland, right? That's what that is. Regardless, aggression is coming from Ziggy. Double barracks opening. Got a refinery coming in here too. And yes, I'm aware of the changes that Blizzard is proposing. I think, are they in the public test realm right now? The PTR? Public test server? I don't know what it is. Regardless, if that's where they are, I don't think they're in the game quite yet, because the changes are massive. Mules able to mine Vespene gas for the exchange of returning fewer minerals per trip if they're doing minerals. Losing the ability to fungal units in the air and stop them. For infestors, you can fungal stuff that's on creep and hold them permanently, but anything off creep just gets slowed. Mothership core talked about being removed from the game. These are Reapers. This is crazy Reaper skin. Look at this crazy Reaper skin. Do we have a Reaper group name? Looking at my list, do we have a Reaper group name? No. Don't have it on the list. Dang it, gotta get that ready. I apologize. I apologize, Reaper name people. I really do. Hatch first here from, nope, just kidding. Pool into, yeah, so pool into hatch into Roach Warren here. So we should be able to defend this. The Reapers just look buff, man. This skin makes them look buff. So it's a 2 racks opening. Oh, just kidding. There's a 3rd racks on the way. So it's a 3 racks Reaper, as is tradition. And here we go. Coming right on in. Kitty 8 charge, blowing those drones back. Does some damage, but they heal from that, so it's no big deal. Natural is not saturated. Railgun is too smart for that. If you can't defend them, there's no reason to put workers down there at this natural. Queen going to here to be defend that base. Lings up at the front. Do scout the double racks. And then run for their lives. They're splitting up because they know they're going to die. 2 Reapers joining the party. 2 Reapers versus a Queen. I think you need about 4. Ah, the Roaches are here, though. But again, I think you need Ravager. If you're going to do this against a mass Reaper opening, Ravager is the way to go. But he's got his Reapers kind of running all over Tarnation, looking for these Zerglings, when in fact, you want to be sending them down to attack. If you're going to do a 3 racks Reaper, this is an aggressive opening, is what I like to call it. Roaches here from Railgan patrolling this area where the Reapers can hop up. It's a long way to patrol. And again, no Ravager upgrade. The Ravagers just have extra range. They can corrosive bile stuff. Cool. Creep Tumor gets... Are you kidding? Creep Tumor dies to these Reapers. About 5 of them here. Okay, exactly 5 of them here. A 6th joining the party. But Queen Roach, not a bad answer to this, honestly. Not good. Not super great, but not a bad one either. I am really shocked. I need to talk to Railgun and see, why aren't you getting Ravagers? This is very confusing to me. Regardless, Kitty 8 charge blows that Reaper. These Roaches all over the place. Closer to them, though. But still, just taking so much HP off. Yeah, Roach Queen. All right, so we're at 2 base to 2 base now. Ziggy's 2nd is just about done. He's making a 3rd command center. He's going factory. He is expanding behind this, and this is something, again, the recoverability. Even if you don't win with a 3 racks Reaper, you're going to be okay. You can just go into the mid game, no problem. And Blizzard kind of feels like there should be a punishment for going 3 racks Reaper so aggressively and failing to do much of anything. Just like if you go pool first, right? You go for a quick 12 pool as Zerg and do no damage with it, you're going to be behind. But going for 3 racks Reaper and not killing enough stuff doesn't hurt you. Ziggy's going to be fine here into the mid game. He's only down 4 workers. He's got 2 bases, just like Railgun does. The Reaper's essentially a map control. There is a Ravager here for Railgun now, so that's good news. That is good news for him. He's going to be able to hold this thing, especially because there aren't any more Reapers being made. It's Marine production. It is Stim. It is Kitty 8 charging on the Rat. Pretty good micro on display. These players' APM has got to be real high right now. 400 for Ziggy. About 200, 300 here for the Railgun. as they desperately just dance across the map here. Well, not across the map, in this little tiny location at the second and third base, or second and first base of Railgan, because he doesn't have a third base, which seems like a bit of a problem here for the Zerg player. Again, roaches are dying to this. It's okay, a roach. A roach has died to this. He sends the wounded roach back, turns him into a Ravager. That's what you gotta do, because they regain all of their HP instantly when they turn into a Ravager. You're just paying for it. Buff Ravager skin. And again, just the range. The range of 6, right? Range of 6 versus the range of 5 means the Reapers can't stand in there or fight against Ravagers. Can't do it. Pretty good angles here from Ziggy, though. Oh, a third base is trying to get tossed down here. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, he forces a cancel with the Reapers on the third hatch. What a play. What a play from Ziggy, which is just bringing to mind the newspaper cartoon Ziggy, which is not great. It's more depressing than funny most of the time. It's just very sad. Bad things happen to Ziggy, and I think we're supposed to laugh at him. But you know what? Laughing at people is not nice. Falcon Paladin does not enjoy laughing at people, unless sometimes you laugh at people in StarCraft for making silly decisions, which happens once in a while. Picking off a Ravager with Reapers. Don't see that every day. Kind of got separated from the group here. Does he want to kill another one? He wants to kill another one. He does. He gets the Ravager, but loses a couple Reapers in the process. I don't know if that was a fair trade necessarily. 8 Reapers. And we'll make that all 9 Reapers are dead. And here comes a very strong 2-base Roach Ravager push out of Railgan. What is defending? 1 tank, 2 tanks rather, and a bunch of Marines. They do have Stim. Has he started medevac production? He's making medevacs right now. Here we go. Railgan with the Ravagers trying to take down that tank with... No, Corrosive. How'd that last one not hit? The first 2 hit, last one didn't. Good positioning, though, just out of the range of Corrosive Bile. Well, maybe not as much out of the range as he would like, but still. Pretty far out. Railgan is pulling back to a safer type location. Speaking in the Russian accent reminds me of Orphan Black. Orphan Black, which is a BBC show, shows on BBC America, and ended. It ended about a week ago now, and it was emotional. It was an emotional series finale. Really great story. Tatiana Maslany is just one of the most talented actors in the world, honestly. She's fantastic. You should check out Orphan Black. It is definitely an MA rating. It's pretty darn violent. A lot of the language there, too. So if that's not something you're interested in, maybe don't check it out. But it's really good stuff. Really good stuff here. Railgan has no upgrades on his dudes. He's working on +1 missile and +1 carapace, but he's not there yet. And a bit of a delayed double medevac, full Marine drop coming on down to this natural base of Railgan and going to get some damage done. There's a Roach and a Queen here to defend. Oh, if he picks off that Hydralisk Den, get the Hydralisk Den, Ziggy. That would be such a good thing. It would stop muscular augments. Nah, he's killing drones instead. But as they get pulled off, I mean, you can't quite decide what to do here. His indecision, I think, cost him. He could have... Picking off that Hydroden would have been a huge deal. 4th base on the way from Railgun down here in the center-ish of the map, and a 3rd base is done for Ziggy. Tank support, got a lot of Marines. Again, Hydras, they don't take extra damage from tanks because they're not armored, but it doesn't mean they're good against tanks because they only have 90 hit points. They're still pretty much glass cannons. The splash damage hurts them a lot. But more Ravagers here to deal with the tanks. If you could do that, you're going to be in a good spot. And the rocks were knocked down here by Railgan, providing him a little bit more protection up along this top side. And he got rid of the rocks to avoid him, give him a little bit more mobility along this left side, knocking down another set of rocks for another attack path. And here he comes, Ziggy. I don't know who he wants to deal with this. It's a handful of Marines. Is that 12? That is 10, 11. 11 Marines with 2 medevacs against a full page of Roaches, Ravagers, and Hydralisks. No, not great. Another attack here at the 4th base of Railgun. Can he get the 4th before? No, no, sir. Oh, medevac is picked off by the Hydras, too. See, they had that range. Another attack here at the 3rd base of Railgun. Gonna get dude Hydras super good for anti-air, as it turns out. Oh, medevac escapes with 7 hit points. That muscular augments upgrade, a big deal. Upgrading it to a Lurker Den. Gonna see some Lurkers here against a Bio-Terran player, which is not something we see every day. It is actually a little bit weird. A little bit odd. Ravagers joining the party here for the Railgun. Just kind of running around. He wants to be able to be mobile, it looks like. He's killing a lot of rocks. on this map. There's a lot of rocks you can kill, turns out. Everything with a little Y, looks like a Y on the minimap to me, are rocks you can destroy. Ah, comes in to finish off the fourth. The army was away. These dudes just came through from nowhere. Gonna kill this queen. These lings try to come in and deal with these guys, but they're +1/+1. And can he hold it? +1 armor, actually a little better than you would expect. Wow. Railgan, meanwhile, attacking into this third base. The tank's pretty good spread, though. Splash damage, corrosive bile won't hit any more than 1 or maybe 2 of them at a time, which I like to see. Upgrades, +1/+1 is now done. +2/+2 on the way from Ziggy and his bio. He's working on more Marauders, which again look like landed Vikings to me in this. In that little icon. Man, Railgan really, really wants these rocks down. Are there any remaining? I guess there's one here that he almost took out, but then got distracted by the attack down at the south. This is hilarious. I've never seen a player with this much hatred for blocking rocks. So it's going to be a Lurker, Roach, Ravager. Well, I guess he doesn't have any roaches anymore, does he? Turn them all into the Ravagers? He's got one. He's got one roach. But a Hydra, Ravager, Lurker proposition. And by that I mean no Lurkers because he doesn't have any yet, nor is he making them. But he has a Lurker den, so it's like Chekhov's gun. If you have one, you have to use it, right? Marine Marauder tank push with Medivacs coming into this third base and setting up very, very nicely in this location. Coming from both sides, though, is Railgan. Lings on top of everything. Corrosive Biles being tossed down, hitting some of these Medivacs. Hydra's focusing down the Medivacs quite nicely. No escape for some of you. Tanks left behind. Medivac picked off as it tries to retreat, and that was a pretty good swarm there. Good little Zerg swarm from the Railgun. Fourth base is being replanted and done. Ziggy's working on his fourth command center. Gonna land it somewhere else. Is that +2/+2 finished? It is. Corrosive Biles getting a Medivac. A little bit trapped here. Hydra's very scary in this situation. And all 3 Medivacs managed to escape. Get out of there, Medivacs. Run. Run for your lives. You're in the red. You are in the red, which is not where you want to be. Now the question is this a viable late game composition? Because it's Legacy of the Void, 12 minutes is getting towards late game. 15, 16, 17 minutes is pretty much where you want to be with your tier 3 or what you're going to finish them off with. And I don't know. Apparently Hydra Ravager is what Railgun's experimenting with here today with Drop Lord play too. He's being a Terran. Look at him go. Ranged units with drop. I like it. He's going to drop. It looks like he's going to try to drop the natural while attacking at the third, which seems like a pretty great time. Seems like a pretty good time here. So going to attack into this. A single Liberator, not really enough to scare him. Corrosive Bile says, how terrifying is that, right? You're a Liberator pilot, you're in stationary mode, and you see the Ravagers in the distance, throw up the Corrosive Bile, and you're like, oh, right. I'm going to die because I can't get out of here in time. Just like instant death sentence. Dropping on the natural, getting some damage done. Some units in here trying to deal with this. I think it's going to be enough. They have Medivac support. They've got the stim. Meanwhile, an attack here into the third, though. Ziggy can't really handle all of this at the same time. He's trying, but he's losing tanks. He's losing Marauders. Single tanks defending. These units are getting cleaned up in the natural, and from behind. They came from behind. Name that game and that unit. Ziggy does clean it up. Nicely done, Mr. Ziggy. Couple lings here joining the party. Oh, there's Lurkers. I can hear. Oh, it's just the one. Just the one Lurker on the other side of these rocks. Don't mind me. Doesn't he not have concussive shells? He skipped concussive shell. Ziggy did. He's got a lot of Marauders for not getting concussive shell. Very odd. All right, so 106 to 120 total supply. Ziggy back up to 110 compared to 120. No expand behind that from Railgun, which I find very interesting. What's he doing? More Lurkers joining the party. Lurker Hydra. +2/+2 done for these ranged units. +2/+2 done for the bio. For Ziggy as well. Cloaking Field on the way for Ghost. Planetary Fortress upgrade on the fourth base for Ziggy. It is far away and hard to defend. And here we go. Lings, Lurkers trying to join it here at the third base. Oh, Lurkers hit real hard against armored stuff, as it turns out. This third base might just end up dead for Ziggy. Lurkers trying to spine onto these Marines and these Marauders, but the scan reveals them. I don't think there are enough to really make a difference. Picking off Medivacs. Hydras, man, MVPs for Medivac destruction so far. Banshee tried to join the party. No. Oh, was that actually Banshee Cloaking Field? Yeah, because it's personal cloaking for Ghost. So it's Cloak Banshee is what you're looking for. Meanwhile, an attack down here at the fourth base. Yeah, there's a Marine and 2 Marauders attacking this, and these units are very stupid for Railgan. They might eventually see what's going on now. Railgan had to tell them what was going on. Lurker trying to take down that planetary fortress doesn't happen, but the 3rd base is gone for Ziggy. Losing that hurts quite a bit here. These Hydras, I think, can just push in and win this thing. 71 to 151 total supply, doubling it up, and that's it. Ziggy with the rage quit. Railgan is victorious, and Ziggy has left the game. Yeah, that was interesting. A Lurker, Ravager, Hydra composition against a Bio-Terran. Well, a Bio-Tank Terran, anyway. Anyway, let's see if we can get that up and that up. Resources lost, 21,000 for Ziggy, compared to 17,000 for a Railgan. 30 SCVs killed to 7 drones lost. And Railgan never really went beyond these 4 bases, which is interesting. Interesting to me, but got the +2/+2 Hydras. Got some Lurkers, got the Lings with the +2 upgrades as well. Ravagers, I think all of them died. 19 of them lost their lives in that game. 105 Lings got killed. And very interesting play, indeed. Let's just see if Hydra can actually make a bit more of a difference in ZVT. At the GM level, at least it seems pretty viable. All right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.